Where do I begin? The robotic voice. This is because I do not want you to hear my real voice. If you are wondering why, I refer you to the name of my channel. Why would I want to step into the light? I am a danger to my own kind, and my own kind is a vicious type, in varying ways. I am an ally to those of you with normal brains. Yes, I used the N-word. Normal. I hate it. It implies beige, it implies sameness, and it implies a lack of excitement. Maybe it just implies those things to me, I do not know. I created this channel because there are things I need to say. I promise no consistency beyond the consistency of always being myself. If something I say makes you angry, look inside yourself for why. This may sound like an infuriating response to what I'm sure you will feel is righteous anger, but again, I urge you to look inside for why. My purpose is to shed light on things, from my own perspective. My agenda. I want a better life, selfishly. Like many of my ilk, I am willing to use manipulation to get it, but, and this is a crucial but, I have learned how to turn a desire for a better life for myself into a desire for a better life for everyone. You may be thinking, oh sure, I also want world peace, blah blah. Forget that right now. World peace is not possible. This is not a negative thing, it is merely a thing. You may be annoyed right now. You just heard me say I'm willing to manipulate to get what I want, followed by me saying that world peace being impossible is not negative. Add to this the fact I've already outed myself as a psychopath, and you might be ready to yell at me in the comments. You have been given 3 points of perceived negative content from this one short video, and your desire to take down a bad guy is kicking in as you listen. You may have already paused this to craft an angry comment. Did you notice that I didn't have to out myself as a psychopath? Did you notice I consider myself a danger to other psychopaths? Did you notice where I stated I have turned my selfishness into a vehicle for positive change that does not only apply to my own life? If you only noticed the bad points and not the good ones, you need my channel. If you noticed both in balance, or overlooked the negative to focus on the positive, you still need my channel, but you are in a better position than the people who predominantly noticed negative items. You see, I have been terrified beyond belief even before my brain was able to store memories. I have already faced the darkest human fear, as a tiny little baby. I retained no memory, just the brain wiring. I am hypervigilant, hyper-analytical, and very mistrusting. I see you, very clearly, with brutal clarity even. It is both a gift and a curse because I also see myself through critical eyes, or at least, I did. It took a long time and a lot of effort, but I achieved something great. I flipped my base perspective from negative to positive, yet retained my analytical traits to avoid getting lured into a false security by toxic positivity. No, I am not calling positivity toxic, I am referring to the times where it can be toxic. The times where you glaze over something that is stabbing you in the heart because some well-meaning self-help website told you that to achieve your goals you need to radiate 100% pure love and light. This is nonsense. No, it's worse than nonsense, it's dangerous thinking. You cannot radiate 100% pure love and light. Sure, you can for a time, but it is not sustainable, even when you're at your strongest, and think yes. This time I will not lose this frequency. You will lose it. Something will eventually catapult you from atop that glowing cloud and right back into a low frequency state. Then comes the self-blame and doubt. Oh no. I have failed. Your inner voice will exclaim. This is because your brain wants to stay in the patterns it has been using since goodness only knows when. Your brain is not your mind. Your brain is an organ and it does not automatically know that you can rewire it by creating new patterns. It has to be told, and then shown by example. You must be persistent, yet forgiving of yourself. Accept that it is not easy, because your brain is going to want to stay in old, safe patterns for a while. We are programmed not to take risk. Back from our early days as hunter-gatherers, we are creatures of instinct, but we are creatures of instinct that developed consciousness. We have the privilege of being able to witness our own thoughts and question them. We can turn our emotions into creatures in our imagination, because it is easier to wrangle a creature than it is to direct a nebulous cloud. We humans are incredibly powerful beings, and it is time to stop hiding from that fact.